All right, welcome back, everyone. Ready for another deep dive.
Definitely. Always excited to explore new ideas.
Well, today we're going deep on, ChatGPT, right?
Oh, absolutely. Can't escape the buzz these days.
Yeah, it's everywhere you look. But we're not here to just ride the hype wave,
Right.
We're going practical. This is about using ChatGPT to actually level up your work,
Totally.
whether you're running a business or you're freelancing.
Hmm.
And our roadmap for this deep dive is Larry Wheeler's book, Building Your Money Machine with ChatGPT.
It's a really interesting take, going beyond just the what of ChatGPT to the actual strategies for making it work for you.
It is. He's got some great insights in there.
Yeah.
One of the things that really stood out to me was how he emphasizes that this isn't some kind of magic button you press.
Oh, definitely not. No silver bullets here.
You're not just going to push a button and suddenly, your business is transformed.
More like ChatGPT is a really powerful tool, but like any tool, you got to know how to use it.
Right. It's an amplifier. Like if you're already doing the work
Yeah.
and you have the skills, it can take you even further.
It's like having think of it like this, a seasoned marketer,
Okay.
a copywriter, and like a brainstorming partner, all rolled into one, and they're available 24/7.
Okay. Yeah, that makes it a lot more tangible.
Right.
Because when you think about it that way, it's not so overwhelming. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, this is something that can help me with the things I'm already doing.
Exactly. And one of the areas where Wheeler really dives deep is content strategy.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
It's huge.
Yeah.
And instead of, staring at that blank page, you can actually go to ChatGPT and be like, hey, create a 3-month content calendar for, let's say, a sustainable fashion brand
Okay.
targeting, eco-conscious millennials.
Oh, wow. You can get that specific.
You can. And it goes beyond just a list of topics. You get, a structured plan with topic clusters,
Right.
different content formats, publishing schedules. It's incredible.
That takes so much pressure off, especially if you're like a one-person show.
Absolutely. And here's the thing. You can refine it even further, right? So let's say you want to incorporate specific keywords. You want to analyze what your competitors are doing. You can even ask it to, like, hey, emphasize the rise of circular fashion, or suggest ways to outperform our main competitor, who is, let's say, EcoChick.
So you're not just copying, you're using the AI to actually get ahead.
Precisely.
Okay, yeah. That makes a lot of sense, especially, for smaller businesses
Yeah,
that maybe don't have the resources for a whole team of people.
exactly. And it saves you so much time and energy. You can focus on the things that you're really good at.
And you're staying relevant, right?
Absolutely.
You're not just stuck in the past, you're actually keeping up with the trends.
Keeping up with the trends and staying ahead of the competition.
Yeah.
And, all that, it still comes back to that strategic thinking, which is where humans really excel. We can analyze the output, refine it, make sure it actually aligns with our overall vision.
Okay, so we've got content strategy down. What other areas does Wheeler touch on?
Oh, he goes into some really cool stuff.
Yeah.
For example, personalized customer interactions. Imagine, a customer reaches out. They've got a question about skincare for sensitive skin.
Oh, skincare. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's so many different products and ingredients and skin types. It can get really overwhelming.
It can be a nightmare. But, with ChatGPT, you can actually set up a system where it pulls data from their purchase history,
Yuri.
their concerns, and offers hyper-personalized recommendations. So instead of just getting a generic response, they get something like, based on your previous purchase of our, gentle cleanser, and you're interested in anti-aging, I recommend trying our, XYZ serum. It's specifically formulated for sensitive skin,
Okay.
packed with antioxidants to fight those fine lines. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's like having that, that beauty consultant there 24/7 just for you.
Exactly. And that level of personalization is something that businesses are really striving for these days.
Yeah, everyone wants to feel special. Like you're not just a number.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's so time-consuming
It is.
and expensive. But ChatGPT offers a way to achieve it without breaking the bank
Right.
or stretching your team thin. Plus, it frees up your human staff to focus on those more complex issues, the ones that require, empathy and creativity, that human touch that AI just can't replicate yet.
Right. So it's a win-win, really, for both the business and the customer.
Exactly. Now think about this. ChatGPT can even help you navigate the crazy world of social media.
Oh, social media. It can feel like a full-time job in itself sometimes.
Oh, tell me about it. It's a constant hustle to stay on top of everything.
You need fresh ideas, different content for every platform, got to be aware of all the latest trends. It's a lot, especially for someone running their own show or with a small team.
Wheeler really gets that. He talks about how ChatGPT can be a game changer in this area too.
Oh, yeah. Give me an example.
Let's say you need, I don't know, 10 catchy Instagram captions for a new line of sustainable activewear you're launching.
Okay.
Instead of pulling your hair out trying to come up with something clever, you just ask ChatGPT. You can even get specific with it, like saying, make them witty and inspirational, with a focus on the benefits of eco-friendly materials.
Okay, now that's something I could actually use.
Right. It takes a lot of that creative pressure off.
It does. But it's not just about the content creation itself, is it? There's that whole other side of social media, the analytics. Figuring out what's working, what's not, that can be a whole other beast.
Wheeler dives into that too. He talks about how you can actually feed your social media data into ChatGPT. You could ask it to, say, analyze my engagement rates and suggest ways to improve my content strategy.
So it's not just creating the content, it's like having a data analyst helping you refine your approach.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
about working smarter, not just harder.
That's a huge help for anyone who's feeling overwhelmed by, constantly having to adapt and optimize their social media.
For sure.
Now, with all this talk about how ChatGPT can help businesses, I can't help but think about freelancers. I mean, there's got to be some anxiety around AI potentially replacing their jobs, right?
It's a valid concern, definitely. But Wheeler actually flips that narrative on its head. He frames it as an opportunity. He focuses on the things that humans excel at, things that AI, at least for now, can't replicate.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What are some examples?
Well, take something like crafting a unique brand voice. It's not just about the words you use. It's about conveying personality, building trust, and forging a real connection with your audience.
It's the art of storytelling, evoking emotion, creating a brand that people really connect with on a deeper level. AI can mimic human language, but it can't replicate that depth of human expression.
Exactly. Another example is strategic thinking. AI can analyze data and generate content, sure, but it can't understand the bigger picture, your business goals, your target audience, the journey you want to take your customers on. That's where human intelligence and creativity really shine.
So it's about using AI as a tool that complements human skills, not replaces them.
Precisely. Collaboration, not competition. And as businesses start integrating AI into their workflows, they'll need to adapt their team structures accordingly.
Meaning,
You need people who not only know how to use the tools, but also understand their limitations, people who can make those strategic decisions and ensure AI is being used ethically and responsibly.
it sounds like AI is actually pushing us to be even more human in our work.
I think that's a great way to put it. It's about focusing on those qualities that set us apart from machines. Wheeler really drives that point home. He talks about building teams with a diverse set of skills and perspectives. You need those tech-savvy folks, but you also need creative thinkers, strategists, people who excel at building relationships.
Okay, that makes sense. So it's not just about adopting the technology, it's about how you integrate it into your team and your overall approach.
Absolutely. It's an exciting time to be in business. I think those who embrace this shift and learn to work alongside AI will have a huge advantage.
Now, with businesses potentially growing faster and handling more data with the help of AI, data security has got to be a major concern, right?
You hit the nail on the head. Wheeler dedicates a whole chapter to this in his book. He emphasizes things like encryption, multi-factor authentication, regular security audits. He really stresses that you need to have robust systems in place.
So it's not just about being aware of the risks, it's about taking concrete steps to mitigate them.
Right. And he also talks about the need for ongoing team training. Making sure everyone understands data protection best practices, building a culture of security awareness.
So it's not enough to have the tech in place, you need to make sure everyone on your team is on the same page when it comes to data security.
Exactly. And that includes being transparent with your customers about how their data is being used. People are more aware than ever about data privacy. They want to know their information is in good hands.
It all comes back to trust,
Exactly.
especially in this age of AI where there can be a lot of skepticism. Now, I'm curious to hear what Wheeler has to say about the bigger picture. What does the future of AI in business look like? Is it all sunshine and rainbows, or are there potential downsides we need to be aware of?
Well, he definitely sees AI like transforming whole industries,
Yeah.
and creating all kinds of new opportunities. But he's not naive about it. You know,
Yeah.
he knows there are going to be bumps in the road challenges to figure out.
Well, like what specifically?
One of the big ones he talks about is adaptability.
Ah.
This AI landscape is changing so fast.
Yeah, it's moving at lightning speed.
Exactly. And businesses, freelancers, everyone, they need to be ready to learn new skills constantly, you know?
So it's not like you just figure out ChatGPT today and you're good to go.
No. This is an ongoing thing.
It's like you got to keep learning, keep experimenting.
Exactly. And that brings up another really important point. Human judgment.
Hmm.
AI can crunch numbers and make predictions. But in the end, it's still humans who need to interpret that information, make decisions, ethical decisions.
It's a good reminder that we're still in charge.
Absolutely. We're not handing over the reins completely.
Yeah, we need to use it responsibly.
And I think that's really at the heart of Wheeler's book. He's not saying trust AI blindly.
Right?
He's saying let's use it to make ourselves better, to make our businesses better.
Use it as a tool,
Exactly.
not a replacement.
Exactly.
So for our listeners out there who are ready to jump in and start experimenting with ChatGPT, what's like the one key takeaway they should keep in mind?
I would say start by thinking about your pain points.
The things that keep you up at night.
Yeah, what are those tasks that are eating up your time, your energy? Where could you use some help?
Okay.
Once you've identified those areas, that's where ChatGPT can come in to streamline things, free up your mental space so you can focus on what really matters.
The big picture.
Exactly. The strategic stuff, the creative stuff, those uniquely human skills that AI just can't replicate.
Work smarter, not harder, right?
That's it.
Love it. Well, this has been such an eye-opening deep dive, honestly. I feel like I've got a much clearer picture of how ChatGPT can be used in the real world, both for businesses and for freelancers.
Me too. And I hope our listeners feel the same way.
Yeah.
It's an exciting field and there's so much potential out there.
And as always, we want to hear from you. Have you tried ChatGPT?
Yes.
What's your experience been? Good, bad, in between? What are you excited about? What are you worried about?
Right. Let's keep the conversation going.
Share your thoughts and questions on social media. And until next time, keep learning, keep exploring.
Keep pushing the boundaries.
Absolutely. See you all next time.